Okay, we're back. Now we've got Shoals and Snake in this game. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to go into Orc, then Shoals and Snake. I see that we immediately have an Orc Sorcerer, and he can paralyze me right off the bat. So what are we going to do? Well, if I do get paralyzed, will I die? Probably. I mean, this just kind of sucks. I think as long as I fear, though... Actually, hold up. I realize we're like 2 seconds into this video, but we've already got a situation. We don't want to go up. We could get paralyzed there. We could blink. Don't really want to do that. I could take a step down and right, and that, I believe, would make it impossible for him to paralyze me. We could also fear. I'm going to take a step down and right. Now stuff is between... Oh man, stuff is between me and them, but there's also a stone giant now. That's no good. If I had known there was a stone giant, I would not have left the staircase. I would have just left this place for later. I think we need to use fear. Okay. Let's take a step. Let's take another step. Stone giant is out of sight. We're going to use haste. I'm going to use a scroll of summoning. We're going to tell our guys to attack the stone giant. We're going to use heroism. Stone giant hits the troll. Actually, why don't we go ahead and use Phantom Mirror on the stone giant? Stone giant dies from my arrow and the orc warrior. Very good. So that was a little bit rough. Used a few resources there. Haste, summoning, mirror. I mean, that's a good chunk of stuff we used there. We're still heroismed and hasted. So let's just do the work here. Now check it out. This dude could paralyze me, but we're going to keep him at the edge of vision. And we're going to let this orc warrior do some work on him. Oh, he's paralyzed. That was not so good. Oh, hold up, I should probably turn off my phone here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Anyway, alright, we're next to another orc sorcerer. Let's heroism again. Try to get him. There we go. Well, I don't think this could possibly be any harder than it's been. Alright, we're gonna magic map. I did see that there's an ice cave. So let's dig through here. I'm going to recharge the digging. We're going to dig through here. I'm going to clouds this stuff, just because there's a decent amount of it. Wow. Let's, heroism and finesse. probably a little much. I probably didn't need to finesse there, but remember, we've got faith. So there's essentially no reason for me not to use finesse if I think there's any need for it at all. I mean, I'm not exactly going to run out of piety here. Most likely. Okay, we have no arc hold right now, so let's not let this stuff get next to me. On the plus side, I have a +3 longbow of flame. Probably the best weapon I could even ask for in here. I was looking at this gift that Okawaru gave me a second ago. I guess it's a large shield. Couldn't speak for a second there. Really pleased to have haste, or excuse me, to have flame in here. I would really like to have a pip of our cold, but maybe we'll find like a scarf of resistance or something. I mean, we have faith, and we're worshipping Okawaru, so it's not often that you worship Okawaru and you have resistance problems. That's really all I have to say about that. Okay, got a few things. Potions, scrolls, useful stuff. Alright, let's move on out of here. I'm going to grab these Scrolls of Torment. I don't intend to use them, but may as well have them available, you know. Killed the Orc Sorcerer. Probably should have backed up from that. I mean, we are in a robe right now, so if we get paralyzed, it would be very, very bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go up. Let's clouds this thing. Yeah, again. I gotta stop playing so reckless. Try this. A lot of short bows. And a lot of ammo. Cool. High Priest is the priority. Just for fun, why don't we emulate this stuff? We had so much emulate, it was not really a big deal, and I was kind of hoping we would catch a sorcerer as it approached. I don't think we got any, but pretty much worked out anyway. This is good, I can let things come to me. We pretty much cleared out the vault. Manual of throwing, that would be really nice if we were using throwing. Book of the Warp, actually, as well. Pretty good book. Portal projectile is now available. I guess I'll put that on the list. Book of Burglary is also available here for passage. Well, I'll take this Phantom Mirror, I'll take this Feel of Floods. Everything else I could give or take. Whoa. Could have gotten paralyzed there. This is okay. Let's stay at the edge of vision on this. If he berserks after paralyzing, it's not really a huge deal. We do have Sea Blink and whatnot. I'm hoping that he just berserks. Actually, hold up. Alright, we're confused, that's fine. Drink Curing. We'll shoot him with Heroism and Finesse. Again, if he berserks after paralyzing us, it's not the end of the world. He has to cross all that distance, you know. +2 Longbow of Freezing. You know what? I'm going to carry that with me. Just as a swap. Usually I don't do such things, but I will in this case. Now, as for my armor, I think it's time to check out some of the stuff that Oak has given me. Okay, I'm going to wear this because it's 25 AC, 5 EV versus 21 AC, 7 EV, but this gives me some GDR to work with. Don't have much MR, but where we're going, we don't need it. We are going to Shoals or Snake Pit. I mean, MR is kind of helpful in there, but it's not strictly necessary. Anyway, what do you think about this? I guess I want to do Shoals first because my defenses are still kind of crap. And I don't have to deal with Guardian Serpents here. Glad I didn't get slept there. I think it's time to train some armor and dodging as well. Yeah, it's Kirky. Well, we'd rather not get porculated. I'm gonna walk away from her. I'm gonna Heroism, I'm gonna Finesse. Huh, what? Wow. Why'd he give me a triple sword? It's weird. Alright, we're still Heroism and Finesse. Let's hope we don't get porculated, but we can always teleport if need be. I wish I had a little more MR, but what are you gonna do? He is dead. That's Josephine. I can just tab her, no big deal. Sort of a pushover. I mean, she can be a little annoying. If she gets her ghostly fireballs off, she can do okay damage, but generally not a big deal. I probably should have swapped our neg for her, but again, at this point, kind of a pushover with this longbow, with a longbow in my hands. pull these guys. The only thing I'm really afraid of in here is pretty much just javelineers, and I guess fawns and satyrs to a lesser degree. I guess my lack of MR is a little bit scary. Hey, here we go, Centaur barding. Fire resistance, that's what we've been waiting for. This one we'll be wearing forever. So now it's +3. I'd also like to be wearing an RC plus armor. Got an artifact here. A very good one. Huh. I should be holding on to this ring of cold resistance. Let's grab it real quick. Okay, we're going to need to get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory. Certainly don't need this book. You know, I think after this, well, we really don't have much left in terms of centaurs, but I think I'm going to actually play the caster centaurs as casters, and I'm not going to abuse the bow. We'll see, but I think that would be fun. I mean, if you think about it, the aptitudes are not completely awful. Spellcasting is, but -1, not bad. It's been a while since I played casters. I think it would be fun. I'll see what I can do anyway. Let's drop Brilliance. We're not really relying on spells at all. Yeah, the Javelineers, those are the ones I'm afraid of. Since they can hit me from far away, but we actually have half-decent AC now. Okay, Petrify. We don't want to be petrified. Let's get him out of range. Let's use Flight. Let's get on the staircase in case we start to get petrified. I should have Heroism and Finessed. Let's do that now. You know what I should do? Hold up. He doesn't see invisible, does he? Should have done that from the start. Okay, that could have been worse. I made a couple misplays there. Like, I should have finessed and heroism while he was still behind the wall. So we definitely risked getting petrified there, but we have cancellation and 4 of them, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world. There's other things you can do. Like, I could have... Well, I couldn't have silenced because I don't have the scroll, but I could have teleported if I did get petrified. But if you get petrified next to Jorgren, you're pretty much guaranteed death, so don't do that. Jorgren does not rock. Trying to kill this thing before I get barbed, and I succeed. That means I can pull this guy around here and kite him a bit. Just because I probably could survive in melee with him doesn't mean that I want to. So, oh wow, that guy had 3 nets. Since I don't have my RC set up right here, I better don't fire on the nets. Little inscription there. Oh, our defenses are up. I'm gonna go up and fight this guy up here. I'm gonna use clouds because honestly this thing makes me afraid. It can do quite a lot of damage. Okay, I need to drop some of this stuff. I guess I'll just go ahead and drop the longbow, freezing. And Berserk Rage. No need for that, really. I think we just found some haste. Wow, we are just swimming in haste, which is kind of funny since we wasted one. I wasted one earlier in the first video just by, well, I guess kind of fat fingering the keyboard, not realizing I already used mine. Hey, an artifact longbow. Nice. Oh, unbelievably good. We just found our endgame weapon. I thought the flaming longbow was going to be the endgame weapon, but this one's incredible. Incredible. All right. Nice. Unbelievably good. Well, this bow is going to serve us quite well. We've just solved our MR problems forever. Even at this point, I bet you Ancient Liches, yeah, only 1% chance to paralyze, which will become 0 as I level up. So we're set on MR forever. Okay, that's Ilsui. Let's fight that big pile of things one at a time and not a million at a time. I want to immolate. Whoops. Should I just go up? I think I should just go up, honestly. Yeah. I wasted a immolate, but it's the way the cookie crumbles, you know. Okay, I want a heroism and finesse. Doesn't really matter that I lost that, I mean... Oh, let's turn off Enchant Weapon. We definitely don't need that ever again. But yeah, it's way better if I just roll through this stuff. One at a time, you know. Oh, I don't want to be in here. Let's walk away from this stuff. This way I can leave if need be. Hey, why don't we just have a fire? Perfect. But yeah, I mean, those two staircases were just, they were just too contested. You know, we could have feared or something. But instead I chose to immolate, which was just a showboaty kind of way to go about it. Wasn't necessary. I thought it would be kind of nice to clear out the stuff quickly, but it just didn't work out that way. I didn't have time before I was taking too much damage, and I knew that. Like, I knew better. Should have just left and gone to the third staircase, which is ultimately what I had to do. So all we lost was one single scroll of immolate. So it's not like the end of the world. It's just you know, I like to point out whenever I make something that's pretty clearly a misplay. If I verbally point it out, then I'm more likely to internalize it and maybe not do the same thing again. Even minor mistakes you want to try to avoid. Minor mistakes turn into big mistakes as time goes on. It adds up. You lose that single haste potion, which is, I would class that as a big mistake. Later you don't have it when you need it. You lose a fear scroll. You use it when you didn't have to use it. Later you don't have it, so on and so forth. Take out Ilsui. And her entire pack. Yeah, this character is definitely in business with the advent of this. Bow. Oh, jeez. Well, we definitely don't want to be next to this Kraken. This works out. Wow, a regular merfolk with a short bow. We still have 77 hit points. We're kind of running out. I just want to kill this Javelineer. There we go. I overextended there, for sure. But not too badly. What was that scroll I just got? Could have sworn I found a scroll just now. Maybe I'm seeing things. Oh well. Scroll blinking. This isn't so good. Certainly don't want to be next to this nymph, but thankfully we had Lamp of Fire, so that was easy enough to deal with. Really, you don't want to be in water next to the nymphs. Because of that water strike. Really need to drop some more things. Just get these books out of the way. Okay. Looks like we're about a half an hour into the video, so we have more than enough time to go take care of Snake now. Moving along quite nicely in here. Now, I see that there is a helmet that Oka gave me. I will identify this since I have so many scrolls. Slay +5. That I'm gonna wear. Would rather prefer resistances at this point, but I can't complain about 5 extra points of slaying. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Okay. Let's go into Snake Pit. Get that second rune. Whoa, we've been shafted. Not going to take any chances. I will cloud here. Recharge my clouds. Thought maybe more could be coming. That's why I used the cloud. Let's go back to floor 1. Heroism, finesse, because we found a guardian serpent. Being surrounded is no good, so I want to be as powerful as possible when that happens. Ooh, Azrael. Well, I will cloud him. And we're just going to kill him. I was kind of hoping ice would show up, and we in fact got the ice cloud, so that's pretty cool. Another shield, we don't need that. Now we do not have our elect. Which means that these guys are really scary. Paralysis didn't work. I'm going to try to walk away from him. I'll go up. Let's go down, see if we can paralyze. Actually, let's just cloud them. Absorb all the damage. Treat those things as a top tier threat if you don't have our elect. Even if you do, you should probably recognize that they can do some solid damage. If they're by themselves and you're a character like this, I mean, you kind of saw me just tab through that one, because I know I can kill him quickly with my bow, but... that doesn't mean that I'm not fully aware that he can do a ton of damage to me. Okay, that's another floor cleared. Let's back up. Let's heroism and finesse. Is Saint Roca here? Yep. I was gonna say, like, there shouldn't be orcs in here. We tap him down very, very easily. Saint Roca is no match for the longbow. Nicola, on the other hand, is terrifying. We'll use resistance, we'll use heroism, and we'll use finesse. Well, I don't really want to be next to these walls since his lightning bolt could double zap me. It works out, though. He could have one-shotted me. I mean, I think I auto-explored into him, and the first thing he did was chain lightning, so we only have 172 hit points, and he can do something like, what, 230, I think? So that's no fun at all. Just a little bit of inventory management here. 50 out of 52. I'm sure there's more stuff we could get rid of, but this is fine for now. Artifact? I am not wearing a Slay -4 armor, even if it is a +9 plate. Maybe later. Possibly. Hey, a ghost. It's just a Minotaur Berserker. Got him. I was thinking I'd have to stare dance him. Apparently not. Now we are in Snake Pit 4, so let's try to be careful. Hopefully we don't get teleported into the vault. That's never a good time. What was that, Louise? Can't banish me thanks to this awesome bow, but we're going to heroism on her just the same. Heroism is so cheap on piety. Even if I didn't have faith, I'd be using it a lot. Or trying to remember to, anyway. It's easy to forget. Any non-trivial fight, really. I mean, faith on Okawaru is honestly absurd. Really absurd. Okay, Agnes. Are Spriggans faster than Centaurs? Because I could have sworn that Centaurs were faster than Spriggans, but I guess I'll just heroism and finesse and take him out. Okay, there's Isol. Let's see if I can walk away from this stuff. I'll heroism and finesse. This is no good. I'm gonna blink. I'm gonna clouds. Take out the Guardian Serpent. This is not the best cloud I could have asked for. I really just want to kill Isol, but I also really want to have our poise. I don't want to waste this potion of poison, this potion of resistance on poison resistance, so let's just read teleport. Take out some of this stuff. Alright, that's okay. I just didn't want to fight all that crap at the same time. Even if he can't sleep me, he can do really good damage without our poise. Why don't we bite the bullet and grab this ring, even if it is a inventory management problem at this point. If we run into him again, we'll swap on. Okay. Fighting's up to 20. I mean, I'm having such a grand old time, I almost want to just keep training it, but I'm gonna listen to the more reasonable part of my brain, and I'm gonna upgrade my armor and dodging to 10. Yeah. Slight improvement on my gloves. Not archery, but certainly better than a regular +2. Alright, poison resistance goes on where the protection currently is. We heroism, we finesse, and then we just kill Isol. Poison resistance is incredibly important versus Isol because the Venom Bolt and the Poison Arrow are both nerfed if you have poison resistance. You don't have to have it, but trust me, you would like to have it. Because he moves so fast. I mean, he attacks faster than you would expect. Okay, Vashnia's gonna go down. Vashnia's pack is gonna go down. Sweet. Alright. Alright, 40 minutes in. What else can we do? I kind of wanted to do a little more. Suppose we could go into slime at this point. As long as I have pro cold and corrosion resistance. Yeah, let's just run into slimes real fast. How long could it really take, realistically? I mean, we have immunity to the confusion, so yeah, this will be fun. Alright, well, let's not get slammed by these guys too hard. I guess the one annoyance here would be mutations still, but that's always... I mean, there's really nothing you can do about that to guarantee, unless you're a summoner, to guarantee you won't get slammed. I mean, there are positional tricks you can use to lessen your chances of getting mutated. Nothing's perfect, you know. Some of these slime packs are pretty enormous. Slime creature, whatever they're called. Alright, let's not leave arrows here. Here we are on Slime 5. Now, in considering what I want to do about TRJ himself, I mean, I have all these phantom mirrors. Seems pretty obvious what I'm going to do. I don't really want to be in melee with him, but we've got, you know, we've got haste, might, we have agility, we have resistance. I mean, we'll be okay. Everything's going to be good. Here's our first shining eye. So, like, one thing I like to do is this. I like to use those. It's not exactly guaranteed to work. There we go. If you can stay in a line with them, you're good to go. And the elemental will take it out just fine. Cloak of poison resistance. I'd rather have spirit shield at this point. I see that TRJ is awake, so we're gonna have to find a different way in. A magic map here. Let's just tear open a path. Thankfully, will be pretty easy with this layout. Okay, we have 2 paths into Slime 5 now. Allowing me to juke TRJ as I like to do. Glad I chose to do this. This has been a very quick slime so far. Gonna lure him over here. Artifact cloak. Oh, having flaming here is pretty cool. Takes out those azure jellies extra quick. Okay. Looking at the loot, the only thing that really catches my eye immediately are the gloves, which could be archery, and the cloak, which could be awesome. I guess there's an artifact armor here too. That's about it. But we'll take a look at the loot a little more closely once we actually have TRJ here. Okay, haste, might, agility, resistance. We walk away, we're hasted, so we're far faster than TRJ now. We're going to go ahead and wear slaying in the place of resist corrosion because the potion is giving us our core. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to heroism. We're going to let him be... I'd rather have him on the other side, but this is okay. Let's net him. Let's Phantom Mirror. This is going to have to do, unfortunately. I'm going to kill this thing. Oh, man. This didn't quite work out. Okay, this is not the end of the world. Let me just kill this thing. It's okay, we're gonna clone him again. And we'll clone him again. Now he's surrounded by dudes. There we go. We're still buffed up beyond belief here, so we'll just tab this stuff. Cool. Really good stuff. Okay, come on. Good cloak. Wow. I mean, that's a good cloak. That is a good cloak. That's all I can say about it. Is it as good as Spirit Shield? Eh. I mean, I definitely want to get away from Spirit Shield later. Let's let all these buffs go away. Alright. 9 EV, 11 EV, so 2 points of EV, or like 40 or 35 points of hit points. Nah. I'm going to remember that that cloak exists, or try to. Once I swap to Zen, which, like I was saying, I want to get away from Spirit Shield later when I swap to Zen, because the last thing we want is to have no mana and need to use Sanctuary. So once we swap to Zen, probably going to be wearing that cloak. Until then, not so much. Oh, I didn't notice this ring. Well, it's a direct, strict upgrade from my See Invisible. So that's good. It's a good find. Some buffs, cool. Chainmail's no good. Strength instead of dexterity, we'll take it. And a book. Alright, so nothing that really is too totally crazy. I mean, that cloak is insanely good, don't get me wrong. And I'm happy to see it, and I'll be using it later. I just don't think it's worth trading off 35 hit points for right at this particular moment. We'll do it later. Alright, so in under an hour, we've picked up 3 runes. And we also did Orc, come to think of it. So, really productive session. Next time, we'll go into vaults. And I anticipate that we'll probably do vaults 1 through 5. All of it. And then we'll probably... I don't know, it's hard to say. I mean, we'll probably do vaults 1 through 5 and then crypts. We might even do depths in the same session. This character is going insanely quickly, primarily because, well, 1, I'm a Centaur, 2, I'm using bows, 3, I have faith, in combination with the fact that I'm worshipping Oka, and then he gave me this crazy longbow as the biggest thing. So, things are going well. Things could be going better insofar as our resistances are still really bad. Hopefully that changes soon. That I don't want to have walking into depths. Like, this kind of stuff I don't want to have going into places like Elf and depths. So yeah, probably next time... Actually, I forgot about Elf. So probably next time we'll do vaults 1 through 4. Probably do vaults 5 as well. Might do Elf first. We'll keep the situation fluid. Not really going to make a commitment to anything just yet. Anyway, until next time, I'm signing out.